Hello, good morning, everyone. So my name is PL. So actually, I'm Japanese, but my nickname is PL because I was in France before. So, okay, so I'm responsible for Zenlin Mobility Solution Department since April this year. Before that, I was in Munich, Germany. So this is the second time in this conference at Zenlin. So last time is 2016. So almost 10 years passed. And we are happy to invited you in here. Thank you very much for your coming from Europe. It's long distance, maybe 14 hours. And India, maybe somebody. And other countries. Thank you very much for today. So I have a welcome speech. Prepare some slides. Let's proceed. So first of all, you can see this picture. So I took at Mercedes Museum. So this is the first vehicle built by Dr. Benz at 1866. So at that time, it's important technology is building furniture technologies. So building furniture technology is important at that time. So then now vehicle value is shifting. So brand and performance and the number of the unit, that is value of the vehicle OEM. So people who buy the vehicle. And the recent situation, powertrain, also important because climate change issue. So ICE is getting to low volume and the PHEV and BEV and FCV. So that is an important fact who customer buy the vehicle because it's influence of the tax and also price supporting by the country government. But now that is also changing shift. Future SDV and ADAS function, that is important for the customer buying the vehicle. So important value is shifting a more digital field. This is current situation. Then we hear trading world every day. So connectivity, autonomous, and electrification, AI, ML, cloud computing, seamless integration, and software as a key defender and value chain impact. Yeah, those trend is coming for the SDV. So SDV functions use map information, and it's getting too complicated to ingest for the vehicle because so ADAS function is more clever and important for the driving function. So I think NDS can drive, NDS.drive can drive for this new trend for the future. And also new mobility. So level 4 robotaxi being commercialized in US and China. Maybe some of the people already test drive and ride on that robotaxi. I also ride in China. This is really comfortable. So, and in Japan also in this year, 2025, so 40 location, we have a POC for autonomous driving. And 2030, so that 100 location, we have a POC for level 4 testing for robotaxi and autonomous bus and autonomous truck and flying car and drone. So I hope this new mobility can utilize NDS. So this is location platformer effectiveness index 2024. This is created by Counterpoint Research. So you can see red square. This is member of the NDS. So top 10 of the 5 is including of the, how can I say, NDS member. So therefore, NDS is one of the power of the location platformer and provide it to the world based on this technology. And finally, I feel again that Japan is very good country. I'm convinced that more than 3 million people visit Japan every month from a foreign country. And 4.5 million car sales annually in Japan. So this is the third number of the world. So China, US, and Japan. I think Japan is still good business market for everyone. So thank you very much for coming. So I think some of the people just stay short term for this in Japan. So please enjoy for this conference and also visiting for a lot of location. So thank you very much.
Good morning, warm welcome from my side. Let me start with giving a big thank you to Senrin for hosting this conference. It's really cool location. So Pierre-san, very much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. It's really good. Before we delve into the program, it's tradition that we start with a few slides on NDS, what we are doing, and that you understand the association a little better. Why are we hosting these NDS public conferences? So actually, we want to talk about the great achievements we did during the run of the year. So if I look at Fabian, all the technical achievements, or Otto with the product roadmap, so we want you to know what we are doing. And obviously, we want also to talk about the projects using NDS and NDS Live in particular, how they were launched and how successful they were. And we want to talk about new members. So we want to talk, but we also want to listen. We want to listen to new member or potential new members. What are their requirements? What are their requests in order to incorporate them into our standard? And then basically both of those aspects, the listen and the talk aspect, hopefully help also to acquire new members. So if you feel that your problems are taken serious and you feel that NDS provides solution, you might decide to become an NDS member. And that's basically the motivation of these conferences. It's always good to start with the vision and mission. You know, if you have a company and you do an introduction, you normally start, what is our mission and vision? So the mission and vision of NDS is the worldwide standard for map data in automotive ecosystems. Let's have a few minutes and break that down worldwide. So we are not only focusing on Europe, where many people are from, or North America, but also Asia, China, Japan, Africa, South America, Australia, New Zealand. And we also invite and are happy that we have members from all over the world. So it's really a worldwide standard. What is standard? So what are we delivering? We are not delivering products in the sense of code which is running in the car, but we are delivering a standard which comes naturally with documents or these days also with hyperlinks, and you can understand the structure of the standard, and also with tools to help people to use the standard effectively and efficiently. Then we are going to standard map data. We are not obviously in a position to talk to the road authorities how they should create the roads or what kind of POIs they should allow. So, but what we do is we use semantics, and also the structure of the data are defined by us in a way that it's easy for applications to use the data in their application. So we provide a kind of an interface with the structure and semantic of the map data for usage. And last but not least, we come from the automotive world. So it was originated by, I think, mainly the German big OEMs. And we are obviously also by now looking into cloud, into companion apps, and not only into navigation applications, but also ADAS and self-driving. So this is basically the vision of our standardization body. By now, we have more than 40 brands running NDS. So when I arrived here in Japan, I was remembered on the days back 10 years or 15 years when I was here with Boris and Joe very often here in Japan, launching the first here NDS product. So by now it's 40 automotive global brands are using it. It's really cool to see it. Audi, BMW, I would love to mention also Volvo here. So all those are using here NDS. So what about our members? So we have members, the OEMs, who obviously drive the whole thing, where the money is coming from. So then we have the system providers or the tier ones. We have solution providers, software providers like NNG, for instance, and we have map providers like Zenrin. And so we cover basically the whole spectrum from OEM, tier ones, solution providers, and map providers. And we are happy for this year to have 2 new members. So one is MQNIC, Korean solution provider. And I'm especially happy also that NVIDIA joins it. And I'm really looking forward to their presentation. So I think it's a really a big, I would, maybe kind of a success, but it's a really nice to see that such a big player is really joining NDS. Selected highlights from the last conference. So we became member of the Eclipse Foundation and also part of the SDV working group. Basically, we released Stereo into, so now it's changing. We released Stereo into the Eclipse Foundation, having the idea that other companies or other organizations are using it and maintaining it so that it's not only an NDS activity. And here, big thanks also to Fabian for driving that. I think, now you switched and I'm lost. Yeah, there was a Go back, go forward. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have a new NDS Live map viewer, which is also part of the evaluation service, and you can then inspect and analyze maps. I think you will see that in a few presentations. We launched a new project where we compile compile NDS Live data into OpenDrive and vice versa in order to bridge the gap between simulation and real world. So in self-driving, many companies are using simulators, and these simulators are normally using OpenDrive maps. And in the car, you use an NDS. And if you want to test your software in a simulator with a real-world map, I think this activity here helps then that we have provided this converter between OpenDrive and NDS Live. Yeah, I'm also very happy that we have an AI assistant now, which helps to onboard people into NDS. So if you have questions, there is an LLM-based AI, which helps you to understand the structures better, which gives you advice. And so we are really taking these modern technologies to simplify the usage of our data. And I think Fabian will explain that in more detail later on. And last but not least, we launched the NDS Live evaluation service. I think there will also be several presentations during the conference, one from Intellias and Zenrin and one from our side, explaining that in a little bit more detail. If you have questions, go to our homepage, ndsassociation.org, look at LinkedIn or at YouTube, and if you have questions, reach out to me, or even better, to Markus Juncker, who, by the way, presented or prepared this whole presentation. I'm really grateful for this one, and I'll pass it over now to Markus as well for guiding us through the agenda and through the day. Thank you very much.